If you had to describe the group, briefly, would that be your preferred way too?
Definitely. I mean, just from the starters, from first team all the way to the fourth and fifth team. I mean, we got linebackers that can run. I think in this league, if you can't run, then you can't play. So, coaches did a great job of getting linebackers that can run, and I feel like like I said, whether it's the first team, second, or even fourth team, whoever you got out there, just know that they're going to be able to run. So.
Is there as much interchange of, Robert Saleh says that between strong side, weak side, middle linebacker, it's been an emphasis to have everybody be able to play everything. Is it pretty interchangeable?
Yeah, for the most part, coach like us to be able to run all three positions. I remember rookie camp, I came and, he told me, I'm going to be playing Mike linebacker. At first I was just like, what you mean? I've never played Mike before, but, now that I look back on this, the reason why is because, he wants us to be able to know the whole defense, understand the defense, and then for a stronger weak side linebackers, it's pretty much the same thing. So, if a weak side linebacker, it's going to be the call on the other side is, probably the same, or, it's a different call, but it's all in the scheme to where it works together, to where we all do the same thing. So, like I said, and that's why you got to have fast linebackers, because you got to have linebackers that can play not only the weak and the strong, but also the might. So, I just think we got a really good, versatile group of linebackers, and like you said, we're off and run.
What was your initial reaction after you depleted use check and sent him in the air?
Really, at first my initial reaction was like, dang, I hope I didn't hurt us freaking starting fullback. And then, that play definitely was, you got to take care of my teammates. That's the first thing,
Well, it seemed like it came to you real fast.
It came real fast, and it's just, it was a bang play, and, that just, it's football. Things like that are going to happen, but at the end of the day, coach always emphasizes taking care of our teammates and stuff like that, and, you don't want, a guy like that, especially a guy like, Juice that we need, to get hurt in something like, something like what we're doing now in this camp. So, definitely got to just, emphasize taking care of our teammates, and, I made sure that, after the play that he was all right and that he was good, because, like I said, as a starting fullback, we need him.
How do you balance that between, coming in here as a rookie? Obviously, you want to make an impact, right? Literally sometimes, and obviously you want to, pull back a little bit and not hurt your teammates. So how do you kind of walk that tightrope, if you will?
Well, it's a balance, but for the most part, as a linebacker, if you can come in and you can, have great technique, with tackling and form and all that kind of stuff. Coach can tell for the most part, if you're going to go down there and blow somebody up. If you're going down there with your head down and kind of timid, he knows that. Okay, well, he's probably not going to go down there and blow. But if you go down there with the right technique, right mindset, and you stay low, keep your pads low, and ready to strike, and it don't have to be a blowing play, but just the fact that that you're sturdy, you're steady in that box, and you're fitting up the tackle. He knows that okay, well, he has the ability to do that. So, and for us players, trying to make an impression on the coaches, we go balls to the wall, until we can, and for us, we just got to make sure that at the same time we're taking care of our teammates, because we know those are the guys that's going to be playing on Sundays, and we're going to need them.
Is part of that the enthusiasm in your room? I mean, Quan's very high energy. You are. Fred Warner
no
also. Yeah.
Oh, no doubt. We all just feed off each other. Like you said, Quan, he's definitely the guy, the hype guy. He likes to get live, and you see guys like that, and you realize where you are. You in the organization, you playing in the NFL. You got that 49 on your jersey. You see guys around you getting hyped. So it just feeds, and you got no other choice but to get hyped, because it's just a blessing to be here. So.
A couple of months ago, NaVorro Bowman was here when he retired a Niner. Did you get a chance to pick his brain at all?
I actually did talk to him. I just kind of, when you see a guy that has played in the league for so long and has done so well, and that's just a legend, to the 49ers organization. I kind of sized him up a little bit, kind of looked at him, was like, how big is he and stuff like that. And then I came to him and just asked him, how much did you weigh, when you were playing? He told me around 240. So you know, I kind of was like, all right, well, that's what I'm weighing about. Well, at least it was. So you know, just kind of asking questions like that, just kind of see how much he was weighing, and you know, I knew he was a hard hitter. So you know, a lot of people think that you got to be 250, 245 to be a hard hitter, but no, I mean you can be 240, and he even told me at times he was 235. So you know, just right around my weight. So you know, just kind of getting a good feel for it.
Is he
like
someone
that.
you model your game after as kind of like a smaller linebacker?
No doubt, no doubt. I mean, he definitely was a little smaller linebacker, kind of like I am myself. But you know, he's still brought that thunder and that thump every time. So he's definitely someone that who played beside Patrick Willis that I definitely saw growing up and looked up to, and you know, just to see him in the facility and see him around and for him to retire how he did, and you know, for me to be here in the organization while he did that, I mean, it's truly an honor.
I know that now it's these fast linebackers that can covers, you almost have to be that to make it in NFL, but I don't know how much you studied Willis and Bowman back in the day, but it seemed to me that they might have been ahead of their time in covering receivers and getting out there and being instrumental in pass coverage. Is that something that you noticed about his game?
Oh, no, definitely. I think those guys were the guys that kind of like, that weren't necessarily they weren't as big as, the Ray Lewis or, the typical 250-plus pound backer, but I think in that era, I think they were the ones that kind of started the, you don't have to be a big, and Patrick Willis, don't get me wrong now, they were ripped, they were big guys, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, I think just the speed that they had and the versatility that they had, that they started the trend of, you don't have to be a big linebacker to go out there and bring the thump, and, and they showed, they proved to everybody else that, linebackers can, go out there and cover and do some things, and I think, just them playing in that era, and then now, I mean, they started that for sure.
You talked about how important speed is at linebacker, but it seems like some of the plays you've been making are more of like film study, instincts, awareness. So how important is that to separate that as opposed to like just relying on your athletic ability? Oh,
definitely. I mean, if you got to watch film,
Right.
if you're not watching film, then you're already a step behind. So, every night, every morning, whenever chance I get, I'm in my playbook, just trying to learn different things. We like to say, don't come out and make the same mistakes twice. So, if I make a mistake today, I won't make the same mistake tomorrow, just because I got that in my head that this is how it's supposed to be done. And a lot of times coaches, they want to see if you're gonna make that same mistake, so they're gonna run the exact same play to get the exact same call and see if you learn from your mistakes. So for me, just definitely staying in that playbook and trying to get ahead of the game and understanding my technique and being sound at that. And once I'm able to understand what I'm doing and kind of what everybody else is doing a little bit, I understand my leverage, I understand where my help is, I understand a lot of things. So then I'm able to play faster, and I'm able to do things that, well, I know I got a guy behind me, so I might be able to play him a little tighter, or just whatever it is. We watch film constantly, and Coach, he talks about it, and he played the game, so he understands. When you're on the game, when you're on the field, everything's going by so fast, but. He just teaches us to, be calm and, just execute your assignment and know your alignment. And, if you know those things, then it's going to help you play faster.
It seems like we've been
Last one, guys.
calling your name